Hello, welcome to Knockin' Two Outs. Quite the busy day I had today with both errands, grocery shopping, and babysitting. But I'm here at home at last. And I fixed my bangs in time. And of course it looks comb overy, but at least I made them look appealing enough. That's what I forgot to buy at the store, some bubble bath, because I've been itching to have a bubble bath lately because I just want to I just want to soak I just want to have a nice soak so that way my skin can feel softer. Not that it's not already soft, but you know what I mean. Oh my gosh. Nadia Sky wearing pink and Rhea Ripley wearing black. He wearing cowboy style aesthetic. Here's to a good show. At least better than Friday. Am I right? Huh. And there is the wall that seen across. It is the best of the world. He put Roman Reigns in the events table last week. Focus here live. Later on tonight on Monday. Wait a minute. CM Punk is up first. Punk is actually on his way out here right now. I like that jacket. Hi, Triple H. You need to call those old dudes that run TKO and tell them that they're ruining your company. And I saw the bag of Sour Patch Kids. Not playing tonight. I know not him just throwing the title over. Live on Netflix, presented by Jordan. Crisscross applesauce. I actually bought applesauce today when I went grocery shopping because my mom is just obsessed with applesauce. But I haven't eaten applesauce since I got food poisoning. So I'm like, nah, I'm solid away from applesauce because I was mad at it. That was all I was living off of when I had food poisoning. That and chicken noodle soup. Oh, pipe bomb posture. Yes. Houston is a wrestling town. That's right. There's a lot of world wrestling history here. This building in particular, I've had some pretty great moments in, but there's also ghosts in this very building of things that were supposed to happen. That there's always been ghosts in machines, random segments of code. If you know where that line's from. Houston wrestling. And I always love to hear about the old timers. Never miss a chance to do so. Can't help but compare yourself against the old timers and wonder exactly how they would operate in times like this. Sometimes I dream, what would Harley Race do? The dreams are just, I don't know who that is. So. The important stuff happens when we're awake. Houston, I'm awake. Is it great to be alive on a Monday night in Houston or what? Roman Reigns is not here tonight.
No, but his cousins are, I bet.
2 weeks ago, shockingly enough, with help from his cousins, he put me through the ringside announce table with a powerbomb. And then he strutted out very slowly, I might add. Like he was just the king of the world, and I couldn't wait. I couldn't wait to get to Monday Night Raw in Madison Square Garden to get my revenge. And I showed up, cousinless, by myself, ripped the world heavyweight title in these two fists, and I got my receipt. And I put Roman through the ringside announce table, alone. Roman Reigns says he hates me. And I say, good. Because if Roman hates me, that tells me I'm exactly where I need to be. Fraud-checking goofs like him who hate me because...
They said that McAfee ruined the Randy and Cody storyline for being the mystery caller. Yes, he did. And he made a rebuttal to that, saying that we're part of the problem.
Hated by losers is the price
I know, really, he doesn't really mean that, but it's just like... Is WWE really smart for making him like say something that similar, because that's like almost saying like we're ungrateful.
He said maybe he'll show up. I doubt it, but maybe.
If now listening to your fans,
If
now listening to your fans
showed up
means we're ungrateful, then I don't care. I'll say what's stupid and I'll say what's good.
Not weak.
But at least it's not as what you call as stupid as people were saying it would be The Rock and or Bob Orton. It probably most more likely would be Bob Orton, but I knew for a fact The Rock wasn't coming. Some people are dumb and desperate and they just want these legends back for nothing. They're not going to help us. And WWE doesn't have the money to afford them anyway. See, that jacket's even cooler because it has its logo in the inside, so you could technically wear it. It's double-sided basically, so you can wear it one pattern or that pattern.
To climb the ladder and make it to the pinnacle of its team sport. The difference is my tools are self-made, and they're sharpened to a deadly point through years of self-belief and hard work and sometimes spite, but always sacrifice. And your tools, well, they're store-bought and they're hand-delivered and they're like you. They're plastic. See, back in the day, I was too young and stupid to really understand, but now I'm too rich and too old to give a damn. But I understand why this company, why TKO sends you, your beltless ass, to Jimmy Fallon. It's because you're safe, and you're boring, and you're plastic, and you're saccharine, and you're manufactured. And me, I'm dangerous because you never know what I'm going to do or what I'm going to say.
It doesn't change my opinion of you.
What?
I'm just saying.
But I can film half a dozen television shows and movies and never miss a day. But you use it as a crutch to not show up, and somehow these people are gonna boo me when I give them the news that you're not here. You know I'm right. And when you do bother to show up, you show up late.
It's TKO's fault as well for making the decision to put Pat McAfee in the storyline. I know.
You're The Rock.
like, yes, we can blame Triple H, but he doesn't necessarily has all the powers to make decision. It's all those 6 TKO guys, and but not saying anything is Triple H not saying anything like, giving opinions on what his audience thinks is almost encouraging them.
Because this is pro wrestling and not cinema. See, my bloated cousin isn't on the board of directors. I don't surround myself with wise men and advocates and yes men who want to protect myself from the truth. No, my daddy wasn't a pro wrestler who gave me a favor job because I sucked at football. No. I have paid my dues, and I have earned and deserved everything I bust my ass for. And you are just a buck-toothed Nepo baby who ate dog food for a weird old man.
That one time, Baron Corbin made Roman Reigns eat dog food. Was it him or somebody else? I forgot, but it was somebody.
And that weird old man for years treated me like a dog and he expected me to smile. But I had FU money, so I took that and my dignity and I left. And that's why you hate me. It's because you can't control me like you control some of the people, like you control your cousins and your family. They can't control me.
Haii. They're forcing him in the storyline, and I don't like it. Yeah, about Pat McAfee, a couple of WWE creatives had mixed feelings about it, so they're self-aware, really self-aware.
Are we having fun yet? So be careful what you wish for when people ask me for a pipe bomb without understanding what it means. This is what you get. Roman, you can brag on how many times you've been in the main event of WrestleMania, but if me or anybody else were afforded as many opportunities as you have and sucked at the first 8 of them so spectacularly bad, we'd be fired and blackballed, but you can't blackball me. They can't blackball me. And listen up.
that reference to how he was blacklisted.
Swear. And you would think I'm done, but I'm not. Because everybody's getting it tonight. McAfee!
Ooh. Oh, he's irrelevant to the situation.
Hillbilly. You think you can come here to the business, my business of pro wrestling, and run your mouth when you just wrote a check that your narrow ass can't cash? You want to talk about ticket sales? Do me a favor. Call up that agent that was foolish enough to shoehorn you into this business and this show and tell him to lower the ticket prices.
Oh man, did they make CM Punk say this just to know that yes, we get what you're feeling?
You, somebody who kicked a football for a living, come to my business and talk to me about selling tickets and putting asses in seats. You got a receipt coming to you. Houston, lower the ticket prices because I want all these families to come and watch me stand on Roman Reigns' throat at WrestleMania. See our thoughts, and I have a blue discussion.
And he took the square off. He took the raw square off too of the mic.
The world heavyweight champion, who never shies away from controversy. In fact, he's a fighter for it. And it's
12 legs, CM Punk. I have a hate-love relationship with you, but even I know when to say that was pretty epic. Lower WrestleMania ticket sales. No, lower every WWE ticket sales because they're all expensive, especially when it's almost the week of. And he just left his championship on the desk.
The atmosphere in the place are just shifted drastically. We got a little bit more road left before we head to Las Vegas.
Well, I'm gonna get a mouthful because I bought some.
Some weird situations on the road to WrestleMania. Perfect example. Streamer I showspeed last week at ringside on Monday Night Raw for the Usos versus the Miz World Title history. Logan Paul looking for a bit of respite at the foot of his mother, Mrs. Paul. Unfortunately, drag I showspeed over the barricade. Now, Steve, unaware of who was coming up behind him, with Cold Stock LA Knight with brass knuckles. And unfortunately, the person
We
ruining the life of I showspeed as well as you, so because we got brand new World Tag Team Champions Logan Paul off in theory division with the assist from I showspeed. Well, speaking of I showspeed, he had an unexpected guest on his live stream earlier this week. Narcs and all that. I'm just gonna give you a receipt for that. Where's this dude at? I'm not even playing no more, dog. I keep doing this no more. Man, I've been looking for you. And I'm just... Oh, man, you gotta lift this curse. Come on, man, you got LA Knight breaking into my house? You got all these things happening in my life. Come on, man. I can't be doing this no more. What is that? The human teeth, obviously. Yes, I watched your streamer, LA Knight. They meeting and we threw your computer TV screen. It was great. I had an idea. I could uncurse you and give me more shit. All right, stop playing, man. Right, just unlit it. What the hell are you doing? Come on, man, you gotta help me unlit this curse, man. You gotta help me. Talking about.
He's gone.
Come on, man. Listen.
God damn it! They can't say God damn it.
But you gotta. Come on, like my life has been a disaster. Should not have been involved, but you did get involved, right? So you want my advice? Go home. Let the Usos and the Vision work it on their own. You don't need to have to. You should go home because I feel like that. Speed. Don't listen to Doctor either. Yeah, listen,
Dr. Evil.
Through your own computer. As far as I'm concerned, that's unforgivable.
Nah. He's too busy playing Elon Musk on Saturday Night Live when they asked.
You screwed. LA Knight hates you. The Usos hate you. Everyone hates you. Not just me being honest. The only safe space around here is
This isn't root beer, it's Mata. Oh yeah. And it tastes like root beer and mixed with Pepsi a little bit. That's just the way it tastes like to me. But I don't know how it could taste for other people.
That is a terrible idea. Quite sure this is what I showspeed wanted, but
Speed, they're terrible influences. Choose your friends better. And yes, again, why did they give the Usos new music and not the Vision when they're literally doing the same thing? They gave the Usos new music. They gave the Usos new music, but yeah, the Vision, who have no music whatsoever, they make them come out to Logan Paul's music.
what I'm saying. Hey, full contact delivery right there. No, stop, speak amiga. Throwing a say hello to this little way. That's the Roman. I hope he had an extra battle.
Love in the bottle, love in the bottle.
When the bell rings, it's time to DoorDash.
Love in the bottle, love in the bottle.
Nice. M&M's. It's more fun together. And sweet already apologize. Buy any large pizza at regular menu price, get a large one topping free. Presents.
Up in theory, the most wrestler in the world, he has everything to be a superstar, and no one knows how to book his. Exactly.
This and stay on
I bet you he could. I most definitely understand why he would want Vince McMahon back, because he was biased on him. But still, it was stupid anyway. Even if Vince McMahon was biased of Austin Theory, it still didn't necessarily help him.
Just bacon cheeseburger served on a sizzling skillet of chips. Oh, and cheeseburger for $11.99.
You have everything you need to unlock your best workout.
I'm wearing an authentic lucha mask right now. I bought it from Mexico. When I was 11 years old, I went to Mexico because it was one of the stops on the cruise ship for my sister, because my sister planned to have her wedding in Jamaica, and it was one of the stops on the cruise ship. But our stops was Haiti, and then Mexico, and then Jamaica. And so in Mexico, I saw, like, plenty of Rey Mysterio masks there, and I was like, I wonder how much that is, but we didn't even have that much money.
You choose the best deal. Car Gurus, #1 most visited car shop.
I only bought one souvenir for my friend because she's from Mexico, so I'm like, oh, I'll give you something from your home.
Stephanie McMahon.
Austin is as blended as the pro wrestling model. The creator wrestling model. That's pretty mean. I wouldn't go that far. Do you believe the rumor that Vince was originally going to be the phone? No, I don't believe that. People are just stupid.
Kill Tony WrestleMania. Take place at Dolby Live at 10 p.m. in Las Vegas on Saturday, April 18th at 9 p.m. Pacific, as part of WrestleMania 42 week in Las Vegas. Tickets for Kill Tony WrestleMania are on sale now via Ticketmaster. Well, what happened to the new tag champs in the ring? Austin Theory, Logan Paul, and
Hi there.
Up with showspeed, who was still interrupted because let's follow what it is. It just dawned on me. Did Speed know who Theory's opponent was? Doesn't look like it.
You're wrestling in boxing.
And in fact, Speed's actually talking to himself out here. The one with his throat looked like he tried to swallow a basketball a second ago. The young man looks
kind of started right now.
It wasn't like LA Knight with the football. Oh, it wasn't like the Vegas stuff last week with the skinny.
It doesn't make any sense because he made mention of Vince not being the only family in wrestling. The hell does that have to do with being a part of the wrestling family? Which is why it made more sense Bob Orton to show up and not him.
NXT champion.
Even though I don't think WWE had the money to afford Bob Orton either, but most definitely Pat McAfee is the cheaper way to go.
On one in a matchup, but a lot has happened then between LA Knight and Vision. Well, with that said, LA Knight has to be fully aware that this is a much different Austin Theory than he faced 3 years ago. This is the man who now refers to himself as the pressure because Austin Theory has learned to embrace the pressure of being a WWE superstar. You know, skilled inside the ring, his head's clear, he's accountable for his own actions, and he's after the World Tag Team Champion as a result. You know, Tori, I touched on this last week. I talked with Theory a little bit about this pressure thing, and he said that when he was young and starting up the rugby league, he was standing next to legend. Who he was yet? As LA Knight goes off his tower here. He said, no one. He is as successful as those expectations believed may be. And he said that was pressure. He had to fight back from the bottom. That was pressure. He's finally learning how to use the pressure in his favor, and he believes it makes him a better athlete today. I think to a degree that youthful indiscretion possessed at that time by Theory might have helped him out. He's not as intimidated, not as respectful as perhaps he should have been, and it did lead him to some success. But now Theory's a much more complete package, more complete wrestling. Let's not forget this.
That was a song of my creative control with that soda. I mean, sort of. It's a Montegoya. It's basically root beer and Pepsi mixed together. It tastes like it to me. But this one's pretty nasty. Maybe if I grab another unit, it'll taste better. But it's honestly not that cold either. It tastes better when it's colder. The more flatter it is, the more gross it tastes. But we got. It's only been in the refrigerator for 2 hours. It needs like 4 hours in the refrigerator to be super cold.
So the focus can be contagious.
I don't think it would have been Bob Orton because he did not disclose that he had hepatitis C when he played on the race. I wouldn't know because I wasn't even born for that. But anyway. They didn't have the money for him anyway, I bet you. It's more expensive to bring back legends than it is people who are recent or new. I remember he usually end up banning him for a while. I'm sure if they had more money, they would have cleared that ban instantly.
Wait. We're making it to the weekend, or just making it to Wednesday. Because when it's made to order, always ready. Wing night, whenever you say it. Stop. See. I should be the face of Cricket 5G. What Cricket 5G? 3 words. Blazing, fast, powerful. Just like the family game you can play when you're Cricket 5G both.
I meant to make them yesterday on Easter, but I bought some marshmallows and Rice Krispie treats. I mean, I bought some marshmallows and Rice Krispies to make Rice Krispie treats. So I can't wait to make those. Because I like homemade Rice Krispie treats more than the packs that you buy.
Indian.
Yes.
From a solid place, you can see cash back on small victories. 3% on dining with Chase Freedom Unlimited.
Also, I pre-ordered Tomodachi Life Living the Dream. So I can't wait to play it. I can't wait to play that when it comes out. That's when I'm gonna spend most of my time on the Switch.
Local TurboTax expert, ready to tag in and follow for you.
Have you ever made Fruity Pebble Rice Krispie treats? Just use Fruity Pebbles or Cocoa Pebbles. Yeah, I know that's a thing, but you can't go wrong with Rice Krispie treats. That's the original.
Now you can actually catch up over DiGiorno.
But you know what? I think Fruity Pebble Rice Krispie treats are more appropriate for St. Patrick's Day than if they are for Easter. because when it comes to Easter, people like to put the Rice Krispie treats in the egg molds, and they like to put some, those pastel M&Ms in there, and just like let the kids have a little treat that they could open up.
A real good matchup here on Monday Night Raw from number 11,000 in Houston. LA Knight versus what happened to tag champ. Austin Theory. Logan Paul's at one side, certified speed.
And Cocoa Pebbles, I never really heard of people use Cocoa Pebbles. I know you could, but I never heard of people using Cocoa Pebbles. The most thing I see people use with Cocoa Pebbles is dirt pudding. I haven't had dirt pudding in years. I kind of haven't had dirt pudding since my kindergarten days, but I remember I used to love it, and I used to thought it was gross because I thought it was actual dirt with worms in it. And obviously, since I'm a girl, you think that's the grossest thing in the world. I still do think worms and dirt are gross, but not as much as I did back then. If I see a worm in the rain, I actually feel like, oh, look how long you were. But if I do get dirt on my clothes, I go feral.
Something certainly resembling
not my couture.
While watching the other half of his tag team championship duo being manhandled by the Megastar. One thing you go on, they left. Logan, did you teach him that?
I remember my friends would make dirt pudding, crushed up for years, and they would put gummy worms in it as well. Yes, that's what it is. But I thought it was legitimately dirt with just gummy worms on top of them. But then my teacher told me, no, it's chocolate. And I trusted her, and I was like, oh, okay, it is chocolate.
Less than 2 weeks away. Absolutely. It's been said many times that your first defense is the toughest, but this isn't a tight defense. This is certainly a possibility to derail the tag champs on the road to WrestleMania. Neither of them duck behind and goes well. Send Theory.
Hi there.
Over the top LA Knight. As Logan Paul screams at Theory and I show speed looks on. The intensity in the eyes of LA Knight. We're in the home of the NBA's Rockets. The eyes will thrill the skull of Ripley off our announce table. And Knight staring right at Logan.
Honestly, I want LA Knight to win. Who doesn't? I'm sorry it has to be Austin Theory that loses, because honestly, Austin Theory is bad, but not as bad as Logan Paul. So I'm sorry he has to be associated with him.
Don't worry about Logan Paul.
Now I want going. The only candies I bought when we went grocery shopping was Mike and Eggs and some lemon heads and a couple he's cursed, so his energy Danhausen's energy channeled him to do it. He told you to go home, or Adam Pearce told you to go home. Thank you for putting the Jey Uso music back, because nobody wanted new music. The question is, did WWE really spend? Oh, that was sick. See, showspeed could jump over stuff. That's why I'm like, I knew he could avoid that. He jumped over a moving Lamborghini or whatever, so I'm like, yeah, he could jump over that. Yeah. Way to help your friends again. Oh, that was amazing. That was amazing. Mommy, go over there and rewind it yourself, because I'm not gonna film. Ma, he made him lose. Like, for the reason why showspeed made a move. You fucked up. Dude. It was you.
And on Logan Paul intercepting speed and dragging him out of harm's way. That's what friends are for.
I like showspeed's face, how he acts like he's genuinely scared.
We're gonna blame his mother next as well. Don't you boys go anywhere. Don't you go damn place. And what about it? Adam Pearce, walk yourself out here right now.
Triple thready.
Adam Pearce, knock knock. I got a little something for you. Right now. You look at these two men standing in the ring with me. The Usos. These guys were the tag team champions. You got Speed all of a sudden coming in here, costing them tag team championships.
Costing.
Trying to get a little bit of revenge. And once he do, he cost me the match with Austin Theory. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do.
Oh, you didn't do nothing, Austin Theory.
I mean, I got the perfect place for a match this big. I'm talking WrestleMania.
Oh.
I'm talking Logan Paul, Austin Theory. I show speed. Whether you want to or not, you're in this, and you really stepped in it, because you're in this with the Usos, and you're in this with that like Knight. So I want to know what you got to say, Adam Pearce. What do you got to say?
That's the 14th or 15th match that we have. I don't know.
You want a 6-man tag at WrestleMania? Is that right, LA Knight? Logan Paul, are you willing to step in the ring at WrestleMania in a 6-man tag? Hey, Speed, I told you should have went home, but now you're going to WrestleMania because it is official. Oh, yes. It's official. And you three guys, I getting snipped out by the Usos and by Al and United. Yeah. Get it down.
I like how I like how he's just I like how just like so natural he is, because naturally, like, you know, that's how I would feel.
In LA Knight, the Usos case prevent maybe wrestler on the landing stage.
I didn't expect those to be involved in this match, but okay. I guess, like, you know, the more the merrier.
I want to touch on something that CM Punk got into a little bit earlier tonight. That McAfee has ticked off a lot of people.
I always go to the store the day after holidays to buy candy, 50% off. I had to get peeps. Easter's the only time the entire year that I'll eat peeps. The rest of the year they are nasty. They're nasty in general. I really don't see what's so great about it. The only like, you know, the only reason that I would consider buying peeps is because, like, some of them actually have plushies, and the peeps plushies are very creative.
One of the most disappointing things that I have ever sat through in nearly 30 years here in WWE.
Like, peeps would taste more better if they didn't have edible glitter on them, but they do. So that edible glitter is disgusting. Edible glitter is disgusting because my mom, like I said, the people who did my mom's birthday cake, they put edible glitter, like, you know, without me saying, yeah, you know, put edible glitter on it, and it tasted worse. It made the cake frosting taste too sweet.
There's no put back to bed.
It definitely makes cake frosting taste too sweet because it's literally sugar cane sugar on top of sugar. Funny because I showspeed is a bigger megastar than LA Knight. I know, but he's also bigger than Logan Paul, kind of.
The business can pass me by. Randy called me. He said the business didn't pass you by. It just got
It's nostalgia when so as a kid, the only time I could get peeps or Cadbury eggs with Easter. That's the only reason I'll still get them. Yeah, but I actually like Cadbury eggs. It's things that are disgusting.
I'm the one on the phone telling Randy Orton he needs to kill everything because the business that you're leading is terrible and he is gonna save
but nothing, but nothing compares to the Reese's eggs or bunnies because I did get a bunny. I did get an Easter bunny Reese's one time and it was huge, but that's something you could only find in like a superstore or something because I have no idea where my sister got it from, but she bought it for me one time. And at the time when I was 14, I was obsessed with Miraculous Ladybug. I still am obsessed with it now, but it it would definitely have more hotter in the year 2015, 14.
We'll take on Dominik Mysterio, but first we have to go through Dominik Judgment Day, brother JD McDonagh. That's
Kofi Kingston and Austin Theory are arguing.
I love sports.
Going to eat a cheeseburger and a cheese pizza.
A t-shirt cannon?
Have fun shitting later on.
It's me swearing the nachos.
Because I know I did when I had Papa John's earlier. TMI.
Because sports plus a hot steam towel beats sports plus hot exploding cheese.
I like your shirt.
Thanks. Free sport clips. It's a game.
Get your phones ready. I would describe myself as a fighter. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. For over 30 years, our fights have been against giants. We have recovered billions.
But my mom made steak and rice for dinner tonight, but I'm not hungry yet. I usually don't get hungry till like late, so I'll eat that later.
There's only one Morgan & Morgan for the people. Visit.
I also bought Italian ice. Either can't wait to have those too.
$2,000. You know this person?
Is your cat getting too cool?
Mm-hmm.
Give him temptation streets.
Speaking of shit, have you seen the videos online? The people eating sugar-free Haribo gummy bears, the non-sugar sweetener, they're positive explosive diarrhea. Well, yes, because they're still made of gelatin and also like high fructose corn syrup. So
Moving deduction.
that like sugar-free shit don't matter.
That makes more sense. I'll let myself out.
Ever heard of gluten?
You can get approved fast right on your phone with no credit hit. Just need to afford the car. We got lots of cars under 15 grand. You can customize your terms on any. Check my down payment. This feels good. This is a commercial. Go get your real deal at drivetime.com. Whoa, any pizza and any toppings for just $9.99.
Eggs and cheeses?
Any toppings? Great. I mean, this deal ends Monday, so I'm about to go crazy too. But no.
Who's ready for the best night of their lives?
Australia's #1 live podcast in the world is coming to WrestleMania. Tony, Triple H, have you seen these auditions?
Hey, last year I became the most watched year roaster of all time. How many you're looking for? I don't like to play. Gotta be a part of the show. Let me show you what I can do. A priest and a rabbi walks into a bar. I didn't really mean everything I said that night.
This is gonna be sick.
This is going to be awesome.
You know, Tony, Saturday, April 18th. Tickets on sale now.
WrestleMania 42 is presented by Snickers. Snickers satisfied. And like WWE 2K26 play now, they have still unlocked legends like Andre the Giant, Kurt Angle, Bray Wyatt, installing play before April 15th to receive 30 rewards from ringside past season 2, featuring Demolition, Kelly Kelly. WWE 2K26, the show never stops. We're just well takes away from WrestleMania. The WrestleMania moment that I will never forget. Nobody in a million years would be able to get this one. WrestleMania.
He's funny, but I don't see why he would be at Mania.
Extra bet
I don't think he's that funny.
to the ring again to the car. They stood outside the ring, and I
Triple H is just saving more money for himself, or TKO saving more money for themselves by hiring the same people they hired last year.
I think about that moment every day I walk into work. You know, WrestleMania begins a week from Saturday. And of course, the first hour on Saturday, the entire show on the ESPN.
Next week, I have to order my brother's birthday cake. I just hope they can make it the way I envision it, because
They will finally implode. Finn Balor out for revenge against the new de facto leader of the Judgment Day.
like some bakeries are dumb, but the ones I see online, people are like, "Oh, I could so do it."
Mysterio. The mission tonight for JD McDonagh.
Too bad none of the bakers I follow are near me. Yeah, I was like, behind you.
Dirty Dominik.
Takes a page out of Liv Morgan's book. Now you want to help. Now you want to help him. Now you want to help him when before when he attacked you, he didn't help you.
To get his hands up, Dominik, and this may have backfired. You can say that again.
I wouldn't mind a Stephanie Bakir and Finn Balor match though. That's a mixed tag match we could see if these two interact. Oh,
Triple A title, Dominik Mysterio blasting Balor. And now JD, Bandina, Dominik the steel chair. This harkens back to the reason they kicked Balor out of the group. But Dominik wanted to hammer into it. And Finn Balor stopped it. And now the 2-on-1 assault of Balor. This is typical Dominik. Out of his playbook. Easy to understand. Help him out. He's doing dirty work. Doing nothing on his own.
well, that was for nothing. WWE has so many top level wrestlers. They're not doing anything. So I don't see why they don't put a bunch of them together as tag teams and try to improve tag division, because there's not that much people. There's not that much people to go around, and they don't want to take the risk of just putting random people together because it's a hit or miss. I mean, even if our truth, like, and Damian Priest, they make sense because their interaction has always been good. It still was out of nowhere.
a woman into movies and make exactly what she wants.
Caitlyn. Caitlyn. Remember how amazing it was with the Hardy Boys, Dudley, and Edge and Christian and New Age Outlaws? Yes, no, half yes, half no, and no.
Trailblazer. To me, that's the apt way to describe the Intercontinental Champion AJ Lee. I think I speak for the whole WWE universe when I say I can't believe that you're actually sitting here, a couple of weeks away from your first WrestleMania in 11 years. So, how are you feeling?
It's a lot. It's
I just hope she has a nice entrance.
interviewer in history, Moni Michael. They're throwing softball questions. It's not enough for you to be the worst announcer in the history of WWE. We've had 29 years of you being a terrible announcer, and here you are.
You know what? That I don't need this. Excuse me, AJ. Good luck.
So long. Yeah. You know, one thing that he did say that was right, and he keeps saying, I remember your last WrestleMania. Do you remember
I'm
that?
fine.
Seeing me backstage, and I wasn't there as an equal. I was a young upstart from NXT, and I saw you and gave me a hug with your big niceness. I saw it in your eyes. I saw that nervousness. And it wasn't because you were about to go out there and wrestle in front of 70,000 people. It was like, you stop. What happened the very next day? Very next day, you quit. And you knew I was coming for you. At WrestleMania, it's not gonna be like it was at Elimination Chamber. No home field advantage because WrestleMania is my home.
Who do you think is gonna win out of Jade Cargill and Ripley? Women's Championship. It's gonna be probably Rhea Ripley because Jade Cargill being champion has been useless.
Get me grounded, me condescending.
You should, because I'm still talking. I'm proud of you, everything that you've done for this business, for that locker room. You've made history, but none of that happened without me. Because those heights that you soared to, I shattered those glass ceilings. And those doors that you ran through, I knocked them down for you. I'm not replaceable. Because 10 years away in this company still can't be called. And those fans, they never forgot me. I know exactly who I am. I'm an Intercontinental Champion. I am your favorite wrestler's favorite wrestler. I'm their favorite wrestler. And when you go home tonight, tuck your little girl into bed. You ask her who her favorite wrestler is. She ain't gonna say Becky Lynch. She's gonna say AJ. See you at Mania.
Two trailblazers in the women's division both have lead to Las Vegas.
Jade Cargill showed me how important it is to be initially trained properly. I'm sure she was very hard, but she is trained wrong to begin with, and it looks like we had bad habits in the ring. Jade Cargill could fight. They just that she hasn't fought so long, people forgot that she could fight.
9:35 a.m. Eastern Time by the voice of
I
SmackDown.
don't know why they're holding back people who know they could fight for no reason.
ESPN Live at 9:35 a.m. Eastern tomorrow.
Yes, Lyra, you're wearing your platformers. The nice pale blue ones I like.
Big match for Bailey to get in the win column on the road to WrestleMania. He takes on one half of the tag team top 20. Next.
So consideration couldn't get as far away as you can.
Everybody from all over the back.
See, we're playing it.
Let's do it.
Let's go. Let's go execute the Zane.
One Bank presents Max Evans. He's correct. His eyes are bigger than his walls. And his credit score pays the price. You see, Max doesn't know he should only use 30% or less of his credit limit, because using his full line can lower his score. Don't be like Max out. Instead, learn how to avoid the records at creditrecords.com. Credit One Bank for what's ahead. Wait, so mean this. Oh, Oh. New customers get up to $300 back in bonus every day for 10 days. Let's go with it. That means we delivered nothing.
Hit the lemon, hit the lemon.
Yeah, and creates hurricanes and hellcats. And we're back with America's best powertrain. By that problem with his brand.
2.9% financing for 72 months, plus $8,500 bonus capital allowance on most 2026 Ram 1500 Bfab models.
These are boring 160. Perfect for sharing.
Oh, Sharon, I'm right here.
No, I said sharing.
Sharon, over here. I'm Sharon. My son's Sharon.
From a cherry, new little Ford 1.6 for only $7.99. Pizza, pizza.
Wait, it's a site. Night. More fun to walk in like you won't care. Because confidence that is superpower. Oh God, no.
I am.
Oh, maybe you'll walk in back. Walk out legendary.
WWE World is returning to Las Vegas April 16th to 20th, and John Cena is joining The Undertaker for a live recording of 6 Feet Under on Saturday, April 18th. 2 icons, 1 stage, no script. This conversation you won't hear anywhere else. Get your WWE World ticket at WWEWorld.com. What happened to tag team champion Black Legend? Set to go one-on-one with Bailey tonight. Hey, the women's tag title situation heating up. Like money on Raw. Bailey and Lyra versus the irresistible forces for the tag title. The entire tag team scene red hot right now with their rival of the Bellas, of Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. And if the surprise of basically chaos would ensue on the outside, if it's still into the ring, of course, disqualification. But that would not stop these 8 women from doing their best to handle one another. And then things got even more heated this past Friday on the sleep. Bailey and Lyra against Bliss and Charlotte Flair. Bliss and Flair would pick up the win. But it would be a short-lived celebration as Lash Legend and Nia Jax, the champions, the irresistible forces would arrive and impose their will on 2 sets of WrestleMania Challenger. And now we're set for the fatal 4-way for the women's tag team title at WrestleMania. Flair and Les Bailey in line, of course, the irresistible forces and the Bella Twins. In one note, Nikki Bella suffered that ankle injury a couple of weeks ago, and she is undergoing efforts to rehab in time to compete for the match at WrestleMania. So good luck to Nikki as she gets ready for WrestleMania 12 nights away. Hall of Fame or not, it doesn't matter. When you get to WrestleMania, you need to be 100%, especially when you're dealing with someone as powerful as Black Legend. Oh, Nia Jax. Just ask Bailey. Down right in front of Nia Jackson talking trash. Quite the history between Bailey and Nia Jax. I guarantee you, Nia provided a valuable point to Lash Legend before this matchup. And look at the power of Lash is able to stuff the stomp attempt of Bailey, of the role model.
I like that green. I like that green on Lash, but I felt like she was already. So
Out to the new NXT Women's Champion, Lola Weiss, getting the job done at NXT Stand and Deliver Saturday. And Bailey now taking the fight to Lash Legend. Talked to Bailey earlier today. She told me that she's been kicked off because for the past year, no one has taken her and Lyra serious as a team. So she needs to do whatever she can. Well, that ain't gonna help anything. I was gonna say, she said she needs to do whatever she can do to change that narrative, but does not look like it's going too well. I want to find a new book. Get ready to DoorDash! To the face! Smoky likes it, Sunny's tied up. Flour and we get a cake. Here he comes.
that was a pretty good promo by AJ Lee. Yeah. I thought it would have ended in like, you know, a little cinematic draw, but it didn't.
Before I knew, I was different. Before I understood what nuclear truth meant. Before I could use my mind to move a submarine, I had to be born for it. You can be smart, or you can be nuke smart. All conditions wrong.
Honestly, I think
My tax is paid for these roads.
Eric could do something good down in AAA. The Mexican crowd will allow him to explain. Derek will take risks of himself. I think it would be just something. I don't know. Maybe if he changes it to get make sure.
Switch to straight talk wireless. No contracts, no credit checks, no surprises. And now plans starting at just $25 a month.
You a Freddy fan? Why did Five Nights at Freddy 2 get so much hate? Because it's not the original ending. That's probably why it got so much hate. But the creator himself, this is a what if. This is a what if movie. It's not a reenactment live action of both games. So basically, the puppet who is the savior to all the animatronics. What if she was a villain instead? That's basically the whole point of the whole Five Nights at Freddy's 2 movie.
Yeah. Shopping for car insurance.
Yeah, not sweet. I can't believe they haven't come out with the mega heel wrestler for AAA Kojima as well. I think they already got Alpha Kingo for that, so. As a beginner, should I watch the movie? If you want to just like, you know, see entertainment inspired by Five Nights at Freddy's, sure. But if you want to see like the actual legit story, then yeah, you don't really have to play it. There's plenty of 1 hour videos you can watch that'll tell you the whole story. That's basically how I learned.
Lux Legend, who has dominated most of this matchup, finds herself in a bit of trouble now against Baylor. And I like this.
I never played one game, but I did see the 1 hour video explaining, and I liked the stories.
On Lux Legend, so you gotta strike while you have the chance. And we Saturday.
And of course, some of them And of course, some of Markiplier's videos that I watch.
Oh,
I never played. No, I'm too pussy to play that game, even though it's not that scary.
oh, wait. You can't teach how. And gravity kicks out.
Imagine a white wrestler came in the studio. Like, oh dear, please don't give them ideas.
Well, I know how much time Bailey spends trying to strategize before a matchup. But then you get in there and
Because I'm pretty sure if they would. Because I'm pretty sure if they would.
it's tough to collect your thoughts. It's all out of it. What do you think? Bailey has been effective against the competitors of the match. I mentioned her.
Did you see the new Spider-Man movie trailer? I think I did, but I didn't at the same time because all I heard the day it came out was that, like, you know, Zendaya and Tom Holland broke up, and I was like, oh, in the movie. But people like made a joke saying that it was for real and stuff.
A little bit more in a bad way. It's actually the difference in style.
Who's my favorite character? My favorite character in Five Nights at Freddy is the Marionette and Chica and Foxy.
Saturday WrestleMania begins and the fatal four-way for the tag titles. Legend and Nia Jax upset with that because remember, Corey, they
and Balor.
To lose the goal. First team to
Roxanne
will win. So the champs. They'll be looked at as a champion's disadvantage. Exactly. That's what Nia and Laz were upset about. Now Bailey, wait for the face of Legend, driving on into the corner. Now Bailey again with that drop kick.
Did I go to theaters to see it? I didn't go to theaters to see the first one because at the time movie theaters were still closed because of COVID. So they put it on Peacock on Halloween, and I watched it. So I watched it on Peacock. But Five Nights at Freddy's 2, I actually did pay to go see. But I felt so stupid being the only person in the movie theater that went in cosplay because it was already like 2 weeks after it came out. So nobody was cosplaying for that movie anymore.
But I like this side of Bailey.
So note to self, cosplay only the first 2 weeks. Once it's the third or fourth week of the movie being showcased, don't go into cosplay. But it's okay because I still got compliments anyway.
And I'm lying about Kenya. It wasn't wise, Lyra.
And the employees were impressed. Like, weren't you that girl that came in makeup? And then they saw me like, you know, regular like this, and they're like, "Wow, you can change really quick." And I'm like, "Yep, that's what you do when you're a cosplayer."
Jacket trick. And here's everybody. That's what's gonna take at WrestleMania.
Do you have any cosplay theaters? I mean, do I have any cosplay pics? Not of me being Foxy, but I do have pictures of me cosplaying the Marionette. It's like somewhere in my post. You'll probably have to scroll down in October to see them.
What Lack is thinking here, but it could end this entire matchup. Perhaps a superplex. Look out, Bailey.
What?
What's the line? No.
Oh, Lyra, you kind of cheated there a little bit. I've been noticing that lately. You've been kind of cheating a little lately, but it's fine. You're helping your partner, and so you don't care at the moment. And what theater? I went to the Regal Theater because that's the only movie theater I actually trust. AMC Theater is too far and too expensive.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I want to take you back to the shocker from last
I'm
week.
now getting into Doom and Anything. I heard lots of complaints about that movie, but I don't really know what that movie's about, so I didn't care that much. But all I know is Zendaya's in it. But I'm not like, you know, I like Zendaya, but not as like, you know, hype as people make her seem. And she's only gonna get more hype because next week Euphoria comes out.
Well, Boston Police Department has dropped all charges against Seth Rollins. This very second, Seth freaking Rollins.
What match are you looking forward to most at WrestleMania? Brock Lesnar and Femi. Fuck the so-called main event matches. That is Cody Rhodes and CM Punk. Even this match looks more appealing. Gunther and Seth Rollins, even though their interaction doesn't make sense, but because they kind of are planning Gunther versus Brock Lesnar, this has to
Was put to sleep.
go that way. At least I hope it would.
The visionary, the revolutionary, the former architect is medically cleared, and Seth Rollins is live.
She's hardly in part one. I didn't care. See, I don't really care that much. I don't know. I just saw her on the poster, so I wouldn't know. I never really cared to watch that movie.
I wish we could actually control.
Whoa.
Jade and Rhea for me, Liv and Steph. Believe it or not, I'm more interested in Liv and Steph.
You could actually catch up with the normal wood-fired style pizza. Right from here, right here. Perfectly crispy and crust. You thought you could only get at a restaurant. Hey, look, chase down that friend. We're always serving.
You have Zendaya fatigue? No. I just don't care about big name celebrities. Some celebrities are overhyped, and I don't have to I don't have to fall into the fad.
New TurboTax stores.
I only go for movies that I think have a compelling story or have my favorite actors in it.
Walk out confidence. Now this is taxes.
It's not like last week's, and that's a good thing because they know how bad they screwed up, and if they did it again,
We're making it to the weekend.
it wouldn't help them.
Because when it's made to
That's
order,
how I feel with McKenna Grace. I mean, I think I know she is, but at the same time, I probably don't either.
All the time. Man has been plagued by itch and irritation.
Do you think Seth Rollins is going to be in wrestling much longer? Back when he was Tyler Black in the Independent, he did some crazy stuff, and he really beat up his body. I think it's finally catching up to him. Yes, that's been talked about for quite a while. I know Seth Rollins only had a few, 2 years tops, 2 years tops to do whatever he needs to. But afterwards, it's fine. It's fine if he leaves.
This is RB $7.99 meeting.
She was in Scream 7.
Crispy fish.
I haven't seen Scream, none of them. Not even the one with Jenna Ortega in it. I kind of wish I did though, because honestly, Scream does have an interesting story, but not all. I'm not all that into horror movies. I was lucky I like the Chucky franchise, but all the other horror movies, such as Nightmare on Elm Street or The Horrifier or Scream, yeah, I never saw them.
that's right. Forever a clock.
Something from the upside down must have survived last year.
Saw has a good story. Yeah, I know that, but I never saw Saw 6, if there is one, because I think I only watched Saw 1 through 5, and that was it. Because honestly 5 is when it started sucking, but then they made another one maybe I think 4 or 5 years ago, and I'm like I never watched it. So.
We are in the Bible City, downtown.
Is it Five Nights at Horror? No, it is not. They try to make you think that with the movie, but it's not. The game is kind of more horrified, but not even the game because there's no gore or blood in it at all. So
Although Houston, Texas, in the house, enjoying one with us tonight. And so is we'll have a few key
I only saw Emperors. They seem too realistic. Yes, because they're supposed to be.
And so is the lunch. strongest man.
And I have mixed feelings about Mark Henry because he's the one who defended that guy who killed that, almost killed that wrestler guy, whatever his name is, that, punched him to death.
Presented tonight. I do whatever. I had a great time every time we come to use it. Have you ever flushed the river? There's a little bridge.
The black one movies were good.
It's amazing.
Whatever that means again.
Last all right. I can't believe that this is the first WrestleMania without the
I hope
of the late great.
I hope Seth retires the same age he did when he's still healthy. Yes, I know. He should be smart enough to do that.
WrestleMania without the award.
But either way, I'm sure he won't damage his body in a way where it destroys it for life and stuff, so they're called Black Phone. It's two of them. I never heard of that, so sorry.
In wrestling, you should be remembered from all the wars you got. Everything.
Well, Archer Jackson was the name of the guy who almost got killed. Yeah, that's the guy. Yeah, Mark Henry kind of defended him, saying it was his fault and stuff, and he had it coming. And I'm like, no, he did not have it coming.
Smart standing up. I really was here for a reason more than just wrestling.
Fans like to
He'd rather come to WWE. No,
art. Is it fakery? What is it?
Life was so clear. Where did that life go? The mistakes shown through.
Like Hulk Hogan, the king of the ring.
that was one of the most horrifying things I've ever seen. I used to work security at for years.
Not what he practiced.
Am I trying out for NXT? No. Good luck.
Maybe I'm not excited.
It's kind of like a recipe for disaster.
There are millions of kids that believe in me and what I stand for.
The character was so strong. Terry got lost along with Brett.
Hulk Hogan.
You guys saw about it. Alberto Del Rio. No. What about him? I haven't heard anything about him. Except that Rey Mysterio probably lied saying that he would bring it back to AAA, but he knows for a fact that he can't do that.
One night they love you. One night they know.
This all because
Like the wrestlers that few people grew up watching. No, I grew up watching him, but
I wasn't that ring brother. I was Hulk Hogan.
not enough really memorable things for me to note though. That would say, but yes, I do remember most of my time seeing him. Only because he at the time it was him and Kali that were pretty big deals. You wouldn't want to be in NXT, no, because I can't fight for shit. Being skinny and having nice tits and a huge ass does not mean I'm qualified to do wrestling. What worked then does not work now. Be lucky I stay active by doing dances on the internet. I caught it before it landed on the floor. Mark Henry was the world's strongest man out at one point. Yes, but I don't really think so. That's just probably a nickname they gave him.
Well, we know Seth Rollins has a date a week from Saturday at WrestleMania. It's a live attack last week by the ring signal. The career killer Gunther has set up this match. Rollins, Gunther, in WrestleMania. You know, both highly skilled in the one colliding on the grandest stage of them all. Rollins, no doubt.
There was a video of Tyler walking like his knees and they're bent outward. It was painful watching him trying to watch. I obviously wouldn't notice. I was definitely too young to notice some details like that.
I've been gone for 6 months. I've been waiting to walk down that ramp, to stand in this ring. I've been waiting to hear you sing that damn song. When I say this with my full chest, I am back. And in less than 2 weeks at WrestleMania, I go 1-on-1 with the Reigning General Gunther. And you say
Gunther will win at WrestleMania 42 only because I believe that they don't want him to lose at WrestleMania 8 times. That's the only reason why. Otherwise, no, he wouldn't.
between myself and Gunther.
It's a recent video from earlier this year. His upper body is so massive, caved in kidneys. It happened. People that have done disease that makes them die.
Come up with is that Gunther has entered into some sort of business.
Haven't seen nothing about her probably in a minute. Not since his induction ceremony, but even that was via FaceTime, Zoom. So he didn't even show up for the real ceremony.
As plain as I can. I've got 2 missions in my head. One of them is to take back the title that I never lost, my World Heavyweight Championship, and the second is to kill Vision. Now, Logan Paul, Austin Theory, they've got themselves in some sort of blood feud with the Samoans. I know that's not going to end well for them. Breaker on the shelf. Bronson Reed on the shelf. Paul Heyman left to his own defense. I knew he was going to try to find somebody to protect him. And so I put Brock Lesnar on a silver platter for over Femi.
Randy and Cody need to talk to TKO and Triple H about their storyline. Well, Cody Rhodes kind of did, because his whole promo, the one where he attacked Kit Wilson, that was unscripted. So he kind of did in a sense.
Future, no doubt about it. But I don't want to talk about the future. I want to talk.
Has Ethan Page been held up from NXT? And no, he hasn't.
If it's your intention,
Dude, he was literally on a pay-per-view. He was literally on Stand and Deliver a few days ago.
For Paul Heyman. This may be business for you, but you have made it very.
He's definitely gonna. I definitely think they'd be smart to go for babyface run for Ethan Page. Yep, again. Not again. Exactly. Like, come on. Go away.
Here comes the visionary. And a suicide dive.
Whoa.
Okay. Goes Gunther. Every person, these officials having to separate these two. Well, those papers tonight. It's a cheap show. That was a cheap shot there by Gunther. You're right. You're right. Rollins' arms were tied up by Rollins and Jordan. And the career killer took it back.
Oh, that's what he's doing. Yes.
Dangerous territory. And
Pretty sure we could all say that because that's the important match.
Cena with AJ Styles.
That's the important match that wasn't supposed to be important.
Love to destroy Rollins.
I don't get to watch a lot of NXT anymore. I'm busy on Tuesdays. No, but last Saturday with their big pay-per-view, so. Do you think Road Dogg leaving SmackDown has an effect on the quality of the show? Yet no, because they're still using AI to help their storyline, so it didn't necessarily help. And Road Dogg left because of that very reason. So
I don't know why you did what you did in Madison Square Garden. Because, to my knowledge, there's nothing personal between you and Seth Rollins. So, sure. All I can say to you is I owe you a very big
Well, it is obviously very personal to Seth Rollins, which I'm glad about because it's very personal to me as well. Just not for the reasons he's thinking of. And to you.
you owe me.
You owe me so much more.
Yes.
And a very big thank you.
Yeah. Brock Lesnar's gonna be retired by him probably.
Wasn't for Paul Heyman, but why is Gunther doing this? Why would Gunther take out the other thing is the last time Paul Heyman owed someone a
I like what Pat McAfee said about TKO.
on Monday Night Raw and building up
I guess.
over Femi.
There's some truth, but there's some lies.
In the ring.
We have a problem with other lawyers trying to use AI to draft their plea names research on AI. Yeah, trying to answer just make money. Yes, exactly.
For WrestleMania. Also at WrestleMania, Liv Morgan takes on Stephanie McCare for the World Championship. Last week,
There was a guy.
called out.
There was a guy who unalived his pregnant wife, and he used AI to pretend like he was live streaming at his friend's house.
Your mother?
And then the cops found out it was AI, and he got arrested like 24 hours afterwards. So yeah, you tell me if you still want to rely on AI for everything.
Some rather fiery insults from Liv Morgan, answered by La Primera, the women's world champion Stephanie McCare, who seemed hell-bent on taking out Liv Morgan before we get to Vegas, but Roxanne Perez would return to even the odds and take the advantage back to the Judgment Day.
Liv Morgan, ese tinte rubio debió quemarte el cerebro si piensas que hacer bromas acerca de mi madre después de la secundaria es inteligente. Tu madre es basura. Sé que puedes hacerlo mejor que eso. But if you want to play dirty, I will play dirty. You are a pathetic, cheap, brainless bitch who taught a lot by saying nothing. Hablas más de lo que realmente haces aquí en Raw. Estás desesperada buscando un
I was
propósito.
hoping
y no
that Cody reaching that he did if it was
de hombre que incluso está celoso del éxito de su propio padre. Mi propósito es inspirar a niñas y a mujeres en todo el mundo a
That's obviously not that important.
sin importar dónde nacieron. Tú dijiste que de donde tú vienes te enfrentas apenas te ven. De donde yo vengo, ni siquiera lo verás venir. Y eso también va para la pequeña cobardía bastante. In Vegas, you will never get your hands on the Women's World Championship. Because at WrestleMania, I'm taking you where no one can follow. Bienvenida a mi cierto support.
After weeks of sneak attacks, the war of words continues to escalate in all.
Se va a llevar al infierno donde no sabe dónde sale.
I was there.
Defends her Women's World Championship against the winner of the Royal Rumble match, Liv Morgan.
At this point, I think TK was trying to make the WWE look as profitable as possible so they can sell to Saudi. I mean, when he put it that way, yes, kind of. Because that's all they really need to be a business. Keep falling into the grace of Saudi Arabia and the White House, and they're set for life.
A man who will not rest on his laurels. Intercontinental Champion Penta set for 6-man tag team action. Live next.
$10 for a large, $10 for any 3 toppings, $10 for your choice of crust. With our new garlic parm and tops. Because there's crust and then there's crust.
Tony Khan should have bought WWE when he had the chance. Yeah, but the thing is, Nick Khan talked him out of it, so. As long as Nick Khan is still in WWE, he won't touch it.
What he doesn't know is that by focusing on only one type of credit, he's not building a more robust credit base. Which could hurt his score. Download it like one track. Instead, learn how to avoid the wreckers at creditwreckers.com. Credit one for what's ahead. You wanted to make all this hot, crispy chicken, fries, and a drink, and give me for how little? Who do you think you are? I'm a finger licking machine. It's just too much chicken for too little.
Purple's bringing you the KFC value feature. Get it today, starting at $7.
Get your phones ready. I would describe myself as a fighter. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. For over 30 years, our fights have been against giants. We have recovered billions and billions and billions of dollars for our clients. We fight the powerful for the powerless, and our results speak for themselves. Injured? Call your army. There's only one Morgan & Morgan for the need. Visit MorganWWE.com for a chance to win 2 tickets to WrestleMania and $2,000.
I worked for a law firm that did work with Tony Khan's dad. Tony is one of the nicest people on earth. He's so very much on the spectrum, and if he owned WWE, I think he would ruin it.
I think you know someone.
People always said he's like a Vince McMahon in the making, so that's why I wouldn't trust him with it either.
Training. Investing possible.
That could be why Nick Khan, always talked him out of not buying it.
Just 1 cent down. Get stronger with
Like,
this radio.
have your own company to fuck up. We don't need any more fuck ups in our own company since it's already.
You ready?
Planet Fitness. We're all strong on this planet.
And that's kind of greedy of Tony Khan anyway, because Nick Khan kind of put the whole investment in AEW for him, and Tony Khan the only job Tony Khan had to do was to keep it going, and he did. Like, The favor that Tony Khan can do for Nick now is to stay away from WWE. So technically, without Nick Khan, Tony Khan and AEW wouldn't exist because Nick Khan invested major money into AEW at first, and then Tony Khan, kept it afloat.
The first of many, no doubt about it. The stakes could not be any higher. But look at this field. The Intercontinental Championship being defended in a ladder match. Dragon Lee, Devon Evans.
Nick Khan said, I'll pay for your company, but whatever you do afterwards is your responsibility now.
Evans and Dragon Lee have never been in a ladder match in their career. Evans has won. There's money in the bank ladder match. And Devon knocked off one of the opponents tonight, Iyo, to qualify.
So technically, Nick Khan should be the founder of AEW, not Tony Khan, but he let him have the foundership name.
He's been on the exact same page tonight because WrestleMania to be every man for himself. With the Intercontinental Gold suspended above the ring.
I thought Shah Khan was Tony Depp. I mean, I don't know. Nick Khan could probably be his uncle, I think. I'm not sure.
And we learned earlier tonight, and also on social media over the weekend, that they're not happy that
Tony Khan's father has far too much money for AEW to ever fail because it only costs them a few $100 million. The WWE and the other costs considerably more to run.
we're talking about the reigning.
Okay, so yeah, Nick Khan is his uncle, but still, Nick Khan invested most of the money into AEW.
So the team NXT this next Saturday stand to deliver one by the Cat Champ Vanity Project. The Bastions of Mexican culture. Bravo. This is Bravo starting things off against Dragon Lee.
Khan owns the Jaguars too. I didn't know that.
You also need a ladder to climb, grab the title, and if you do that, you become a champ. You imagine. And then you all SmackDown. I'm already envisioning the outrageous feats of athleticism that weight in the Intercontinental Championship. Let's talk about keeping your eyes on the skeletons. Any of these men are involved in a matchup. Look like Lyle was trying to get back. But Devon Evans with a nice neck breaker.
Yeah, the one from I worked for held the retaliation involving the Jaguars and property looking for searches in Blunt Island.
Oh, what a hit.
Sorry, I don't know too much about the owners of the football teams.
Bravo making their presence known on the outside. One-on-one action.
I know more of who coaches them rather than who.
Super kick sandwich on the apron, and where are we, Cole? It's gonna fall. It's Dragon Lee. Ball and suit. And Penta. Nice to say it, folks. Come on, Cole, set it with us.
Yay.
Did he make it a Netflix game night? Party? Don't know who might show up. Hi, Reggie.
Dramatic graphics, study of fingerprints.
You've got Netflix, you've got game night.
My taxes pay for these roads.
My favorite team is the Ravens. But everyone knows on this channel we're the Patriots family. Not me by choice, but because my brother forced me. I don't care about football like practically at all, but I'll pretend to care for my brother's day.
Surprises. And now plans starting at just $25 a month.
This is 416 perfect for sharing.
Oh, Sharon, I'm right here.
No, as for sharing.
I am honestly goodbye.
Try sharing new Little Caesars 416 for only.
Generous, hardworking human being from America. He came to America with no money. When he was a billionaire, he gave so much to charities in different countries. I think you said something like that before. I remember that.
With light duty, heavy duty, heavy beatings, hurricanes and hellcats, and we're back at them with America's best power.
I'm a huge Jacksonville Jaguars fan. I still have seat tickets, even though I live in Tampa. That's cool. My brother would kill to go to a Patriots game. So like you got tickets for the team you like.
Adults with obesity lose weight and keep it off. Don't share needles or pens or reuse needles. Don't take if allergic to it or if you or someone in your sandwich at MTC or MEN2. Tell your doctor if you get a lump or swelling in your neck. Stop setback and call your doctor if you have severe stomach pain or a serious allergic reaction. Severe side effects may include inflamed pancreas or gallbladder problems. Tell your doctor if you experience vision changes, depression, or suicidal thoughts before scheduling.
So what would you do if you were a billionaire? I feel like you would be a fashion designer. I can't design clothes, but if I was a billionaire, I really don't know what I would do except for make sure we're financially stable forever.
Weekly Zepbound.
I guess I could invest a partial of my money into something that has to do with fashion. I don't know what it could be possibly, but something. I would even probably. I probably would use the money to go to cosmetology school, so I can learn how to make cosplay wigs because I said if I ever had a lot of money to do it, I would go to cosmetology school and then I would learn how to style hair so I can make commissions for people for cosplay because a lot of cosplay wigs are expensive, but
This is wide
I would sell them for probably no more than 150.
We're going. Grande Americano. Wow, look at this!
Said a lot of commissions they charge at least $200 to $300, sometimes even $4 or $5.
Yes. And look at this now.
But I know some cosplayers don't have it like that. Like me. That's why I always get $30 wigs.
To his old tag team partner AJ Styles. Oh, and a headbutt from the real El Grande Americano takes down Dragon Lee. Is the mask loaded? I don't know, Cole. I'm not that close. Supposed to be the damn analyst. Oh, and a headbutt. And another one. Oh.
And he's definitely to retain her little championship. Do a double turn and Mania. I don't know. I have lots of ideas why Stephanie should stay and why she should lose it at the same time.
With a springboard cutter and he got caught. They could just slip the legs right out from underneath Ryo. Uh-oh. And follow. By restats and up now. Now he's looking for some close.
I can see you doing something if I can be maybe even have people that their coffins and you could critique them. That's what you do when you come up the outfits. Yeah. That's just based on what I wear, but yeah, I'm no fashion expert.
Everybody getting involved.
I'm just saying based on past experience that I've dealt with in the arts of fashion, but not everyone wears J fashion like I do. I'm looking at it through a J fashion / grunge punk fashion aesthetic.
Get boxing!
The Americano thing is so trash. No, it's not. On Sunday they were pretty exciting. And they would have had it had things went their way. Well, Saturday was Saturday.
Okay, I shudder to think what Evans is going to do in a lot of that. You and me, both the young OG getting hired and bad news buried on his
I
business.
think you're selling yourself short every time you done your underground fashion, but I 100% agrees with you. I think that type of thing. Thank you. I appreciate that. Rey Mysterio, what are you doing here? What are you doing here?
It's the stereo! It's here! Commentary together Saturday night, ladies and go out there and you see. Wait here.
We're commentating together, me and him. It's the same thing every week. They just need to stay in AAA. Well, they were pretty fine to me on Saturday in Stand and Deliver, so stop whining.
Y qué pinche orgullo nos hace sentir a toda la raza como Intercontinental Champion. How this ladder match at WrestleMania has the potential.
Are you gonna enter it?
One of the greatest ladder matches in history. But last year, I missed WrestleMania due to an injury. Well, this year, I actually just spoke to Adam Pearce, and we both agreed on one thing. This ladder match at WrestleMania is missing one more person.
You're entering.
It's missing Rey Mysterio. Mi Reycito, let's make history. Look at you, soy Brenda and
Yeah. I'm not Spanish. There's a video online where Dom is showing wedding photos and he glued a picture of Eddie Guerrero over Rey Mysterio and every photo. Yes. I think I've seen that before in even the early days of Dominik's heel turn. What happened to Chavo Guerrero? Nothing. He's just retired, and I think he's on AEW. I think. I'm not sure.
nights a year. This is gonna be awesome. Hey, just believe it.
I wonder what they all think about that Eddie Guerrero documentary movie coming out.
We showed you earlier tonight how that Ackerman decided to throw a
But I just know
one of the most dark
that Vicky Guerrero and her daughters don't like each other anymore because Vicky basically sold most of Eddie Guerrero's sentimental stuff for money, and the daughters and family didn't like that. I got hiccups.
Without muscles, you and everyone who represents you, and I know who I'm talking to, can kiss my ass. It's as simple as this. It's a wrestling match with 20 years of history with the two very best wrestlers to do it. I am hearing those voices inside my head finally. But you don't want to hear what they have to say.
And so yeah, this was unscripted when he said all that stuff. There was also some drama with their youngest daughter and stepdad. It's rough for a child, especially the daughter, to grow up without a father. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't know.
Or at WrestleMania. former tag champs are here.
Ah, there they are again. Austin Theory and Maxine. What are they talking about?
Fargo's next women, Bfab and Michin.
And we're Whataburger just hits them. Apparently it's Texas. Oh no, he's gonna double dip.
They made more.
Hey, look who's here. Just like you like it. Handle the combination. This night has definitely delivered.
They made more DoorDash commercials. That's funny. Yeah. Basically, if you didn't get it, yeah. I know exactly what it's like to grow up without a father, and I am wonderful, so...
Rice, get a large one topping. Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Oh, possibly the face.
I...
Cricket fudge. 3 words. Blazing.
Maxine and Austin Theory backstage chatting and intriguing. I'm telling you, he's going to cause LA Knights. He's gonna cause she's gonna cost LA Knight and the Usos that match, aren't they? I just wonder, why her specifically. I know that both Maxine and LA Knight agreed that if they ever crossed paths with each other again, they would still be brother and sister, relationship type in their storylines, but I just why did it take so long and stuff.
Just want my daughter back.
I heard growing up with that part right now when I do Yeah. Yeah, I grew up without a father, so what?
You know my son.
They picked me up from prison.
Oh my god.
It's giving? Those are your last words?
And Rhea got arrested again. Oh, shocker.
Oh, this is a canvas. Hey, Triple H, what do you want to talk about? The chief content officer of WWE, the Hall of Famer, Triple H, joins Cody Rhodes this week. Available on
Maxine turn heel and join the Vision. I mean, it looks like that, but I don't know for real.
Showspeed every Sunday. LA Knight setting position ending the ring. Young Paul did in fact show the Showspeed into the LA Knight. He was instructed I was on tag team just varsity at the moment. Well, he wasn't instructed here because
I grew up with that for 21 years, and two days ago was his anniversary. I'm sorry about that, but I grew up 24 years without a father, and I haven't heard from him for about I think 7 years now. And the last thing he said to me, was I was a slut for having a boyfriend. So yeah.
It's not deliver a 1D here. The Usos certainly had a 1D lined up for the megastars.
Is there anyone on NXT you think it's undeserving being really pushed? No, I don't really. Everyone who's pushed right now is fine.
Austin Theory, I Showspeed.
Did you see Chris Jericho come back in AEW? Yes, I did see that. He's good. He does look good, yes. My father passed away. I'm sorry about that. But
What you got to say?
I hate to say it, but I grew up without a father that long that he's basically dead in my mind. But I'm just sorry that you probably. It's always sad to hear family member die, so I understand. I fear that. Like, even though I don't like talking about it, I always fear that about my oldest brother. I always fear that way about my oldest brother. I don't like talking. I don't like talking to about him that much, but
Gone very well.
I can't deny that I don't have an older brother. My brother you see me with all the time. That's not my only brother. That's my older brother. But I have an eldest brother that he doesn't live with us anymore, and we hardly hear from him.
Earthquake in here in a matter of moments.
And the time that we do hear from him, he doesn't like to really interact with us that much anymore for whatever reason, because we didn't do nothing to him.
2 weeks ago, Brock Lesnar was disrupted by Seth Rollins. Last week, Brock was not dressed to fight. Well, tonight, if you look at Brock Lesnar is dressed to fight. Oh no! Oh, the Femi! Get your ass out here! Right now!
Actually, gentlemen, that will not be happening tonight. My job is to preserve my
Pikay, you bring a lot of happiness and continue to a lot of people on here. Thank you. I appreciate that. And it's nice to know. I try my best. Same. We have sisters, but one of them I talked to, but my dad got me into WWE. And my mom got me into WWE only because ever since we were born, that's all she put in this house when she first got a liking to it, and I was kind of forced to watch it, even though I didn't really care or thought much of it. But when I actually did start paying attention to WWE and I was interested, it was all because of her. Plus, you give me advice on what K-pop let my kids listen to. Yeah, it's cool that your kids are into K-pop.
Oh, they're trying to keep these two separate before WrestleMania. This is box office. These two have to stay.
It's just been a dark week for K-pops because some members of a few well-known K-pop groups have disbanded from their groups, like New Jeans and Cat's Eye and
The ruler is
and Hypen. Yeah, that's what they're called. Yeah, and Hypen.
showcase of the Immortals. WrestleMania. 2 gladiators will collide as Femi goes 1-on-1 with Brock Lesnar and still to
Tell you what, I never thought of having a K-pop as team gonna they get bigger than everything now. Yes, but that doesn't stop people from trying to that doesn't stop people from thinking that pop and rock are the main domain of America, so they don't want they're being a little bit on the race card as they don't want Asian artists taking over America too. But I don't care. Without J-pop or K-pop, I wouldn't be alive now. Have I ever watched ECW? Nah. I mean, I did, but not really because my mom. That was the only form of wrestling my mom really hated. So no, we didn't. That's the only WWE related thing we didn't watch. ECW we did not touch. My mom said it was whack. You're basically an OG K-pop and J-pop fan. Yes, I liked it since I was 13.
Even Valentine's, social lives. Trying to coexist with your brain.
Let me tell you something, sister. No, thank you, because
very bad situation.
Hulk Hogan is controversial right now. So
Who invites a husky guy to an outdoor summer wedding? It's 103. Because I sweat a lot, I went to Men's Warehouse and got a suit with special fabric called Showflex that breathes and keeps me cool.
but if your kids like K-pop, they would love J-pop too. There's plenty of J-pop songs that I know they would love, but they would probably be confused because, believe it or not, K-pop music videos are much more understandable than J-pop music videos because their concepts could just be too weird sometimes. Like, don't let your kids watch Kairi Pammy Pammy. At least not yet, because there's one particular song that I know that they would be confused as hell and possibly scared. Pawn, pawn, pawn. That's a classic J-pop song, but I would advise you not to let them watch it. At least, watch at your own risk. I'm not saying it's dangerous or nothing. It's just that I'm sure that would confuse them.
Chicken. But we just saying it's really good.
Did you ever think K-pop would get as big as it has? Not really, because I was against K-pop. I remember I hated BTS because that's all I would hear girls talk about in my school, and I was annoyed at that. But then I saw them perform at the Billboard Music Awards, and I always watched music awards growing up. So I was like, so I'm actually gonna have to listen to them. Okay, so I'll listen to them, and then I listened to them. My first song I ever heard from them was DNA, and I was like, these guys aren't that bad. I've been hooked ever since then.
But thing that goes to chime, I throw it for more. I'm up 80 points, and might even be a homeowner by the end of the year. Start banking fee-free at Chime, the #1 most loved banking app.
On July 18th. I'm not supposed to be this arena. Deliver something of that. No time here.
ECW was the extreme. Every match was held in the cell and buried alive combined, or even worse. I think that's why my mom didn't like it. We're not really the extreme wrestling type people. We kind of hate. So that's why we never liked extreme wrestling. All the times wrestling had extreme moments, my mom hardly remembered because she hated it.
Tickets on sale now.
I kind of wish they would have called up all of these.
Yo, we will once up from you. But
I kind of wish they would have called up Lola Vice when Damian Priest was feuding with Aleister Black. Yeah, I could have sworn they did one time, but I could be wrong. No, it was Rhea Ripley. Yeah, they made Rhea Ripley handle her.
わしが WWE に来たんは、お前と海力のために、基礎、道を切り開くためやったんや。
Now, question though, what?
お前は最高のチャンスをくれるやったんや。感謝してたなんて一度も言うて、全部愛があったからやったことや。でもな、愛してるの。愛しすぎたんやな。前はわしの野菜。
That's right. I know some Japanese terms and words. All those years of anime has led me up to this moment.
わしはいつまでもお前の先輩へ。いいよ。先輩としてな、ウィングで最後の星を叩き込んだる。
What do I think about Damian Priest and R-Truth being WWE Tag Team Champions? I have my own box. Oh, okay. That's specifically why I bought two, so you can have your own. But once I finish my box, I'm gonna take some of yours. I mean, like that. I buy 2 boxes, yet I still claim the second box is mine.
For the WWE Women's title.
As now back to our Damian Priest and R-Truth. I like it. What do you mean? Whoever R-Truth is in a tag team with or partnering up is always good, but but every partnership he ever had, he had interactions or past interactions with them, and the fact that like you can wait months or like years after those interactions, and then he'll bring them up again, and it'll suddenly feel like it was just yesterday. So yeah, it's great. Now that I love Bfab's outfit, like I really do love it. Even though I feel like it's more appropriate for Christmas because the colors red and white together, candy cane. But I can tell she's trying to go for a zebra stripe form, and I appreciate that. Zebras on black, zebra on black. Veil and leather is really good. And like I said, I really like Jade Cargill's for clothing. I feel like she's been wearing a lot of them lately. But this one I can't really see her real outfit underneath, so I can't really say that it's most like practical outfit, but at least it looks like it's a dress.
I don't want to bother her. She's busy doing champions and things right now. I'm sorry. I'm going to tell you to shut up. I'm an ex-analyst. I'm analyzing the situation accurately. I don't want to get slapped.
Her hair is so red. It looks like Twizzlers. And I love it because that's how red hair is supposed to look like.
Nice kick that. And what this is Jade Cargill has an opportunity to look up close and personal. Tag made the hero. At Rhea Ripley. Playing with game.
I would have loved to see lolz and Lena have a feud. Lena actually can wrestle and give an opportunity, put a great match. Yeah, too bad WWE doesn't have faith in her. And sorry to say, but last time she had a match, she kind of was a little clumsy. So she needs to focus on fighting more if she wants to step out of the manager type.
I think she would agree with me on that point, Corey. Nonetheless,
remember the scene on SmackDown that he said the Judgment Day is back? I think Jelly was on it. Yes. I mean, he's kind of right in a sense.
Scott now. Suicide.
And of course, Michin's outfit is basic, but that's the kind of casual outfit that I would go for. I really love the cleavage exposure that she has on the slit tanks that she be having. Those halter tanks that she be having, that's definitely something I would wear in the summer.
Everything you got. All for just one cent down.
I remember that match, honestly, I think a lot of that was caused by being rusty because never let her wrestle. Because she's wrestled and I see her work out all the time because I follow her on Instagram, but it's like working out and actually trying to fight is not the same thing. That's what happens when you're fighting for so long, and then you jump right back into manager type. Because she was a manager type when she got here to WWE, and then finally she became a wrestler, and she was living it up until now. She's back as a manager type here now. Dominik, you changed your mustache. Yes, the jelly roll. But he was dumb.
Cheeseburger served on a sizzling skillet of cheese. Too much cheese. The OM cheeseburger for $11.99. Only out. Get up to $300 in savings on a set of 4 eligible tires during our spring tire spectacular.
I think the perfect tire for the customer is the one that the customer truly needs.
Get more out of your car. Firestone Complete Auto Care. Something happens with the crispy all-white meat chicken nuggets inside a Crunchwrap slider. Your choice of sauce inside. What happens is probably ordering one of each. The new crispy chicken crunch wrap slider. Brand new classic. Only at Taco Bell.
I wish we could actually catch up.
Whoa, you have a genie?
Actually, I'm her. That's better. Now you can actually catch up over DiGiorno wood-fired style pizza. Right from
Do I have a championship belt? Hell no. I ain't giving WWE any of my money. You really think that with all this nonsense that WWE gives us nowadays, I'm gonna reward them by paying their merchandise with my hard-earned money? No, thank you. I'll definitely pay for someone on Etsy to custom make it for me.
Chase Freedom Unlimited.
Those are cut off from any rescue attempt. That's all. I can't imagine the dangers they're facing.
Bet you never saw this on Shark Week.
Who's your vote for best female tag team of all time? I'll be biased and say Iyo and Rhea, but not really entirely because they haven't tag teamed them. Honestly, there hasn't even been that many women's tag teams to begin with, so you can't really name that many anyway.
Big Cargill becoming part of the storm itself. You'll make a tag, a nice clothesline delivery.
I did love when AJ and Paige were a tag team. I think at one point I miss Paige and AJ so much, and I also miss Caitlyn and AJ.
Bfab under the skin of Rhea Ripley. And a lot of the other team now is the official Jessica Carr is dealing with Rhea.
My child's getting beat. I like the Iconics. Yes, I did like them too. And I also liked Lash Legend when she was with Jakara Jackson. They were really good together, but Jakara Jackson went to TNA and she goes by something else now. I forgot what though. I still follow her though. She still looks pretty. Yes, you did it! Even though I don't think that was planned. You're gonna get attacked, girlie.
Oh man, I expected this to happen. Jade Cargill taking her spot and now directing traffic as Michin and Bfab beat down Iyo Scott. Cargill.
Tag team personal WWE favorite wrestler is.
You know how comfortable Michin is with kendo sticks, right?
Rhea Ripley, Iyo Sky, Tiffany Stratton, Javon Evans, Ricky Saints, Joe Hendry.
Oh, and Jay.
Damian Priest, Dominik Mysterio, Seth Rollins.
Cargill now imposing her will on a WrestleMania challenger.
Ray Phoenix, Penta. I can name a lot of people I like right now.
We need to check out Ripley.
Make out with me, why don't you? You would like it. Nope, but I can hear her. I'm gonna hit her.
Rick's defenseless here.
I'm gonna hit her.
And then comes out Iyo Scott, and Rhea helpless. Rhea's got to watch. And Jay Cargill unloads on her best friend with a kendo stick. Look at the shape of the kendo stick.
Oh, Kyrie, you got to help her. How could you do this?
At this point, the Jay Cargill is in Rhea's head. Jade, will that be the fate of Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania? Rhea Ripley, Corey, may have met per match. Only time will tell. There is a storm headed for Las Vegas and Rhea Ripley name. Ripley and Femi, who were best friends of the year Sky, Rhea had been watched. And Rhea was decimated.
Although I have to say that it's the Jade Cargill's outfit is like, a little bit unappealing because it's showing stomach exposure, and I'm not really fond of the whole stomach exposure dresses unless you're pregnant, because I totally understand if you're pregnant you want to showcase your stomach, but I love the thigh. I love the thigh or hip exposure dresses better.
Like thanks, games. Even under the so much more. As you watch the Raw tonight from Netflix House in Dallas alongside Kiana James and Kid Wilson. And a reminder, don't miss Get Up tomorrow morning on ESPN, where the full Saturday and Sunday WrestleMania match breakdown will be revealed at 9:35 a.m. Eastern. I'll find out the full parts on both nights, match by match. Get Up on ESPN Live at 9.
Well, I'm not watching that, but I'm sure a wrestling news reporter will tell me.
Eyes on the skies as he puts his Intercontinental Championship on the line.
I don't care who would. Honestly wouldn't care who wins this match, really, except for Rusev and JD McDonagh. Those are the people we don't want.
Rey Mysterio.
But I wouldn't want Penta to lose it that soon. He hasn't been champion that long. He's only been champion for like a month and a half.
Was it hell to beat me? Maybe I brought it upon myself. Maybe I'm the one to blame. See, I wanted to do this the easy way. I hoped we could play nice. But what should I expect from you when I'm the one who showed you how to play dirty? Well, playtime's over. Think you know me, Dominik? Really want to know what side of me. There's a side of me that I've never shown you before.
Oh, deep.
The side that I thought was gone forever.
Yes, he's gonna bring it back. Yes. Demon Finn Balor's gonna come back.
At WrestleMania. It's coming.
Yes. Yay. Yes. Dude, you should tell him the truth instead of lying to him.
What we need to worry about is your deadbeat dad getting out of other match. Just getting made to pay that. What is it?
Don't even worry about it. You're gonna bring the IC title back to the Judgment Day, and as far as that deadbeat goes, I know how to take care of it. Let's go talk to him.
Gonna do it?
A little something. Oh, let's go.
Yeah, what do you think? Oh, hey, actually, just the person that I wanted to see. Do you think he's still about tonight in the next one? Everything's okay. How are you? Okay. I just wanted to say thank you so much for all your help last week with Stephanie. You did so great, and I appreciate you so much. But there is an elephant in the room that I think maybe we should talk about. Oh, Ben? Yeah. I know that he brought you into the Judgment Day, Roxanne, but he turned his back on us, and we just stayed waiting.
Where does your loyalty lie?
You understand that?
Oh. Oh, I was scared for a second. Oh my god.
Habla ahora de mi mamá, perra maldita.
Dang. That scared me. That wasn't as bad as it could have been, though.
Brock Lesnar.
But I knew they would bring that up. I knew Roxanne would feel some type of way about them, kicking out Finn like that.
To WrestleMania.
Excuse me?
And Corey, this is something big, such an historic moment.
Excuse me, what are you doing here?
Our chief content officer, the Hall of Famer. Triple H.
There you want to show your face really that much. I'm just saying. Oh, that kid is so cute. She's cosplaying as Stephanie McKeer.
Of these two gladiators who are going to throw down on the greatest stage of them all. We make it official. Live. Next.
Ready for a teamwork. And we're off. Whataburger just hits different. Apparently it's Texas. Oh no! So, hey, the Mercedes. Just what you like. And ample determination. This night has definitely delivered. Bell rings. It's time for Dorman.
I don't know M&M's like eating them. Look, I won't drive. Airy, so crispy.
Think you know someone. M&M's caramel now popped.
Big stuff grab. That means we delivered knockouts. Boom. We don't just ride the bull.
We aren't full.
We're light duty, heavy needs, hurricanes and hellcats, and we back it up with America's best portrait of make it NASCAR when it ram. We're never gonna beat something we're not, because nothing stops the ram.
I've been saving for my first house for years, but to get the best mortgage rate, I want to improve my credit. That's why I love banking fee-free to Chime. Plus, with Chime Card, I can build credit safely, and since I direct deposit, earn 1.5% cash back. I get personalized tips to help build my credit, and by paying my bills with Chime, I grow it more. I'm up 80 points, and might even be a homeowner by the end of the year. Start banking fee-free at Chime, the #1 most loved banking app.
You have the smartest Wi-Fi from Xfinity. Your home is the main event.
WWE.
Damn, Stephanie playing around that dangerous one. I know. Damn, she scared the life out of me.
We've got full strength.
It's like having a tag team partner that always has your back. There's no match for Wi-Fi this smart.
It's about to start.
Xfinity. Imagine that. Sweet only at Papa John's. Buy any large pizza at regular menu price. Get a large one topping.
And tonight, WWE Raw is brought to you by DoorDash. Your door, the more. Inside the ring in front of nearly 12,000 in Houston tonight, General Manager Adam Pearce from Monday Night Raw and our Chief Content Officer, Paul Triple H Levesque. These two men will oversee the contract signing for Corey.
Oh, so that's what this is about. Contract signing.
For WrestleMania. All the gladiators, all the juggernauts, all the behemoths. Physically speaking, one of the biggest matches in WrestleMania history. As the ruler, Femi will attempt to do the unthinkable and put down the beast incarnate, Brock Lesnar.
Ladies and gentlemen, over the last couple of weeks, we have seen the birth of what promises to be a true clash of heavyweight titans, WrestleMania. That clash will be between Brock Lesnar and Femi. And tonight, we gentlemen,
It's one thing to interrupt Adam Pearce, but Triple H too.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul. Tonight, the contract signing for the most highly anticipated match at WrestleMania in decades, if not ever.
and as the greatest advocate, wise man, oracle manager in the history of this entire industry. Thank you for your most irrelevant opinion. It is my honor to introduce to you the conqueror of the ruler. Because this is one ruler that just can't measure up. And he can't measure up to the real main event of WrestleMania.
Yes. Yes, this is the real main event. I don't care what anybody says. This is the real main event.
Here's the problem for you if you're over Femi. Brock Lesnar is
I think Kobe is bigger. Yeah, he is. By a few inches.
he has been embarrassed. He has been humiliated. He's on his heels. He finds himself in the enviable position, perhaps, of being the underdog.
Why are you showing the trademark watermarks now? The show hasn't ended yet.
Was unfamiliar territory for Brock Lesnar. I don't know if Lesnar really
What?
knows
That was
the
weird.
condition of being an
They
underdog.
still have like 3 to 4 minutes left. It's the
And he's the favorite in any fight you can dream up. The most decorated combat athlete in history.
I guess because they know they're probably gonna go overtime, so
Lesnar is the best
it's coming at Triple H's pocket. So
that Ova has ever got the best of him under any circumstance.
I don't know what that about. Slapping more against that flat screen TV. I know. I thought it would have been much worse.
WrestleMania!
I just think this pause is so awkward. I just think this pause is a little awkward. Cause he never did a pause on his music when he came in NXT. I don't. It's just so awkward when he doesn't hear. And as you thought. Not again. Overpowering again. Slam him on the table. Come on. Oh. Not that way, but anyway. Get the superstars to hold them back. Get the superstars to hold them back. Yeah. That guy looked like a skinny version of Biggie. Oh. They threw the chair. Ah! No contract signing. Okay. I was just kidding, but okay. No contract signing, I guess. I was just kidding. Well. Guess Triple H really doesn't want to pay overtime. But anyway, that's the end of the show. It was a decent makeup for the garbage that was Friday Night SmackDown last week, but I don't think that's enough to make people forget, honestly. But it's all good. This was great. That's the last of it, though. Most of the wrestling shows are gonna be trash. Like, hit or misses basically, because they can't really do nothing new since all their WrestleMania matches are set, and they won't have anything new until the results come at WrestleMania. That'll determine what they can reuse and recreate afterwards. But it's good. And that was just so awkward of them stopping in the middle of like this. I'm I'll give you an update on what I know, because I know that people are recording this still, and I'll obviously see what happened after it went off the air videos in a few minutes, but for now, I'll just let it happen, and then I'll tell you tomorrow, of course, what happens. But no contract signing, and if they are doing a contract signing, it's going to be separately, because well, to avoid this, they could have just brought the contracts to each other and then sign it to each individual. But I forgot who they did that with the last time, but I think they did it with Seth Rollins. I'm not Seth Rollins and CM Punk. I'm not really sure, but whatever. This was a good makeup for Friday Night SmackDown, and tomorrow's NXT, and Tony D'Angelo's gonna get his championship celebration, and we still gotta watch out for Blake Monroe, because she is asking the Vanity Project for help. So I think that she's still gonna go after Tatum after all that. And Lil Vice is now champion, so either JC Jane's gonna demand for her championship rematch again, or so somebody else from Fatal Influence is gonna ask for a shot now. That would be a good way to break Fatal Influence for good, because I don't know if I can handle another back and forth with JC Jane, because it seems like whoever wins the NXT championship is champion for like maybe 2 weeks, and then they just give it back to JC, and that's getting kind of annoying. So I hope they don't do that, but we shall see tomorrow night. And who Joe Hendry could have another match with Tony D'Angelo too, but I don't know if they're gonna go through with that. But I'm more excited with Ethan Page and Ricky Saints is feud, because it looks like that would be the more entertaining match. So we have till tomorrow to find out. So with that said, that's all for me for now. The Night That You Out streams, Instagram, and Discord are in the description below. I'm on hiatus until further notice, but follow them anyway. And my donation links, Ko-Fi or Cash App, are in the description below too. Any and all donations are accepted and appreciated. Thank you. And as always, the wrestling server link is down in the description as well. And as always, it's for today's show only. So if you want to watch something else from some other wrestling company, AEW, AAA, TNA, Professional Japanese Wrestling, Honor of Glory, it's all good. They're all there. Whatever's on or upcoming, you can see right there if you click the home watermarks. So do that, bookmark the website, and you can watch live TV. You can watch it without live TV or streaming services, pay-per-views, and shows. So I'll see you tomorrow on NXT. Be safe and remember to put idle energy. Bye.